So, how do you generate an extra $68,000 in water softener sales with Facebook ads for your water treatment dealership? Well, that's exactly what we're going to be covering in this video here. I know it's been a couple months since I've actually uploaded an update to our YouTube channel, but that's because we've just been dialing in all the systems and processes in the back end to guarantee results like this here for all the water treatment dealers that decide to work with us. Now, this text message here is from Christina. She's the sales manager at Connecticut in Southwest Idaho. And since she's texted me this here, they've actually doubled these numbers. Okay, she sent me this text here about 2-3 months ago, and now they're at $120,000+ in extra revenues. That's a huge win for us here at Treat Engine also, because it goes to show that the water test appointments we set up, as long as there's a proven sales process and dealers and sales reps that actually know what they're doing, this is a duplicatable process. You can see here, this is becoming the norm for us. But the one thing I do want to make clear is that online advertising and Facebook ad campaigns really only make sense for dealerships that already have a proven sales process. So secondary, you also have to have sales reps that have a high closing percentage, right? Sales reps that know what they're doing, not just a bunch of novices that are still in training, and you're spending money on advertising to generate leads and appointments only for them to practice on and fumble. You must also have a conservative budget, $2,500 a month. You have to have some leeway for the next 2-3 months for that budget, right? So about an extra $5,000, $10,000 in ad spend that you have set aside. You're like, okay, I can comfortably allocate this to my campaigns. Now, granted, again, I just showed you the results that we're generating for dealerships, but let's just say, hey, I can allocate this budget here to my campaigns. It won't, it's not, I'm not going to need it to pay my bills, my overhead, right? I know this is kind of silly, but we're the first to tell dealers, hey, look, this is not a magic pill for solopreneur startups on a tight budget, right? That's what I want to make clear here. Now, the first thing you need, of course, to make this happen is some quality ads and offers. Okay, this is the Facebook ads library. As you can see here, we just search up the term water softener, and we can see all the ads in the United States that have the term water softener in them. Okay, so just by taking a brief look here, really the reason we launched Treat Engine, you can see here, look at this ad now. I'm not trying to bash or shame AquaCheck water conditioning, but like if the average consumer, when they're scrolling, they're not going to know what the heck this thing is, right? This looks like a piece of alien technology. If you scroll down, you can see here, this is savings, but nobody knows what the heck this spooky, it looks like a holiday event or holiday fest, Halloween fest you can attend. You can see ads like this here with a bunch of text on them. Nobody's going to take time to squint and read that, right? Because people's attention spans are really short, right? Shorter than a goldfish, some would say, than a gummy bear, as my friend said, right? You can see here this another image. Nobody knows what's going on here, but the type of ads that we run, as you can see here, are very direct to consumer, direct response type of graphics. You can see you get premium water from every tap low as $2 a day, right? Schedule a free water test. We have a sweet offer on there as well for a free kitchen filter, free RO system pretty much. But you can see here the images as well for Connecticut themselves, are very straightforward. They have a price point on them, but we even have videos like this here.
We spend a fortune on bottled water, but now we get pure water from every tap with this whole home filtration system, and we saved $500 on the installation. Stop what you're doing and tap below to schedule.
Right, just yet another offer, and that's actually one of the top performing ads right there. You can check out more ads that we have to offer on our website at treatengine.com. You can scroll down here and check out some more of the images and what we got to offer in terms of videos. These are all customized and branded to your dealership. Now, the other key part is when you're generating leads and appointments is that the speed to lead ratio is key, but also frequency is key, right? A lot of folks are calling the leads that they generate once or twice. If they don't answer, they say, hey, this is a bad lead, but the reality is that these people got a life going on, right? Especially if they're high value customers, they're most likely not hanging out on their phone, most likely at work, and got a family, responsibilities. So you have to keep trying to reach them out, but in different ways, right? You got SMS and email automations, you got AI voice agents that you could set up, that we set up for all of our clients that call on leads to pre-qualify them, then transfer them over, or even better, to call up water test appointments and confirm their address, confirm their appointment, right? Confirm that the homeowners will both be there as well. You can also have a call center that calls people directly, right? So a real human calling and confirming appointments. Now, when it comes to the sales aspects, this is something that we are not in control of, right? That Treat Engine can't really help you with after you set up the actual appointment, right? Or we generate you the appointments. You know, the show up rates are pretty high, 30 to 60% show up rates, especially if the water quality in your area is actually pretty bad. You know, hard water, especially like California, Texas, Florida, right? If you're up in that higher end of the list, then, you know, your show up rates are going to be pretty good. But what is your current closing rate? All right, what is your current closing rate? That's what we always ask folks here at Treat Engine. They like to hop on and say, hey, what can you guys do for us? What kind of results can you promise us? Well, we can definitely give you a good idea of what type of, you know, results you can actually expect when it comes to your cost per leads. And we have this ROI calculator here. You can find it in the footer of the website. You can play around with it now. So you can set your budget, you can set the cost of you know, your system retail prices, and you can play around with the average cost per lead, right? The lead to booking ratios, the show up rates, closing rates, right? To give you an idea of what type of returns to expect, cost per sale, return on ad spend, all that good stuff. But the thing that we can't promise is the closing rate, right? That's something that we do not have control of. So as long as you're confident that all you need is more leads and more water tests on your calendar to boost your water softener sales, as we've been doing for dealerships across the nation, like the one we obviously focused on in this video here, Connecticut from Idaho. You can see they close an extra 6 figures in revenue from the water test appointment. So if you would like to get started with us here at Treat Engine for just $9.97 with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee, just check out our website here, treatengine.com. You can either get started right away by creating your account, or you can go ahead and schedule a demo to talk to one of the representatives here, and they can answer any questions and get you started as well. But there's also a huge FAQ section here. We got a couple blog posts now, so a lot of updates going on at Treat Engine just to gear up here for 2026. We want to help out a lot more dealerships this upcoming year here. So please, if you're looking to boost your leads, water test appointments, and installs, do check us out at treatengine.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel here for the next video.